Welcome everyone. Hope you all are doing fine. Now, let us start. The first novel we have. The article is about a story called Harry Potter, a certain ancient rune professor of Hogwarts, where Felix returns to Hogwarts after 3 years and combines Muggle wisdom with magic. The story takes place during the second year of the Golden Trio, but the main character doesn't know the plot of the original Harry Potter story. The article gives the story a rating of 84. On to the next novel we have. The book, Case Files 013, features twisted and broken personalities, including murderers, necrophiliacs, and rapists, among others. The author explores different worlds, some unknown, and presents heaven and hell. The reviewer gave a rating of 78. On to the next novel we have. The story is about a rebellious girl named Zhang Yansheng who wasted her life in her past because of her scumbag father and stepmother. When she is reborn back to high school, she decides to study hard and become a qualified heir of her family's business. She also tries to win the fight against her stepmother and half-brother who are actually devils. The story also includes a potential marriage proposal from the prince of the Yu family. The overall rating for the story is 84. On to the next novel we have. The title is Pokemon Master, and the rating is 80. The description includes questions about the world of Pokemon and a character's determination to become a trainer. On to the next novel we have. The title is Floating Immortal Order, and the rating given is 78. The description explains that immortals do not distinguish between good and evil and consider all living things as dogs. They pursue the Tao with bitter resolve, and anyone who disturbs their Tao will be reduced to ashes. On to the next novel we have. The youngest son of the Count of Cronia becomes a warlock to survive, and the overall rating is 80. On to the next novel we have. The story is about a martial arts instructor who gets betrayed by his cult and wakes up in the body of a young instructor with a terminal illness. He uses his knowledge to become the star instructor of a martial arts academy to earn money to save his life. On to the next novel we have. The title of the content is 2000 Years of Magic History in My Head, and the author has rated it 82. The description of the content tells the story of Kong Min Hyuk, who gains a high-level magical civilization and experiences a significant change. On to the next novel we have. The title is Sense, and the rating is 82. The description explains the concept of procedural memory, which helps with tasks without conscious awareness, and introduces a doctor named Park Do-wook who can use other people's procedural memory. This unique treatment is the focus of the story. On to the next novel we have. The book, Shrouded Seascape, is about a subterranean seascape with strange islands and monsters that rule over humans. The survivors pled for mercy but only face a slow, tortured existence. Charles and his crew embark on a perilous expedition to reclaim humanity's past glory. The book is Lovecraftian with Western fantasy, First Industrial Revolution, and steampunk elements similar to Lord of Mysteries. On to the next novel we have. The story is about Xin Lei and Major Bai Li, who team up to uncover the truth about Xin Lei's missing father and brother. They face danger and have to overcome personal challenges along the way. The excerpt describes a scene where they are trying to escape together and end up sharing a kiss. Their quest for truth may also lead to romance. The reviewer gave the book a rating of 80. On to the next novel we have. The manhwa, Game Director from Hell, follows Cheon Yunho, a game director who dies from overwork and is sent to Hell. He dreams of making a game based on his experiences in Hell and surprisingly gets the chance to go back in time to 2008 to pursue perfection with the help of his friends. The story has received a 78 rating and was the grand winner of the 2023 World Munpia contest. On to the next novel we have. The Rebirth of Evelyn Knox is a story about a girl who is given a second chance in a different world after her death. She is determined to live a happy life and repay some favors. Although she is surprised by the world of fantasy and her family's situation, she remains cool and collected with a clear plan, but it remains to be seen if everything will go according to her plan. The reviewer gave the story a rating of 82. On to the next novel we have. The article is about a mysterious character called the Phantom Kid who is causing trouble for American law enforcement agencies. He is skilled in disguises and is believed to be more skilled than members of the Avengers. Despite efforts to catch him, he remains elusive. The article ends with a quote about the importance of treasures and beauties in the world. The author gives the article a rating of 82. On to the next novel, we have. The article discusses a weird world revival where individuals are chosen to represent their countries and challenge the unspeakable. Gu Yi has been selected to represent the Dragon Country and tackle the first dungeon world, the Changshan Hospital, where the death rate is 99%. The article also provides a patient handbook with instructions on how to navigate the hospital, including warnings about medication and equipment. The article ends with a creepy note warning against taking medication given by a group of demons. The article has a rating of 78. On to the next novel, we have. Lord of the Mysterious Realms is a steampunk and magic-inspired world where moon gods and mysterious realm enchantment are key elements. The story takes place at the end of the 18th epoch, and the fate of the world is uncertain. Twin demons and the undead plague the land, while the protagonist's role is yet to be revealed. The hero carries the holy sword, and an uncrowned king hides in the shadows, secretly manipulating the changes of the world. The clock strikes midnight, and a black-robed stranger and cat embark on an unknown path. The overall rating for the book is 80. On to the next novel, we have. The story, Please Stop Summoning Me, is about a man named Shen Yi who is constantly being summoned by various groups in a new world. Despite his annoyance, he is unable to stop them and eventually gets summoned by a group of cultists who have sacrificed a young girl. On to the next novel, we have. The Runesmith is a story about a man who is transported to a magical world and uses his knowledge of hardware technology to navigate his new surroundings. He faces challenges as the fourth son in a society where status and power are determined by stats and skills. The story invites the reader to join his journey and see how he adapts to this new world. The book has received a rating of 84. On to the next novel, we have. Silent Crown is a fantasy book set in a world where music and ether have great power. The story follows a young man's journey of becoming a musician and finding out the reason for his family's exile. The most powerful people in this world are musicians who use music, alchemy, and spells to protect their homes from demons and natural disasters. The book's overall rating is 80, and the story is centered around the holy code's Awe of Ether. On to the next novel, we have. The book is titled Chaos Heir and has a rating of 84. It is about Khan, who is haunted by nightmares of a crash from 500 years ago and decides to join the global army to learn to wield mana and hunt down the alien race responsible for the crash. The tragedy led to the loss of his home and his mother's death. On to the next novel, we have. The title of the story is 9 Heavenly Star Art, with a rating of 82. The story is set in a world where humans, demons, and mysterious beasts coexist. Humans cultivate mysterious chi, demons cultivate corporeal bodies, and mysterious beasts cultivate soul perception. There are powerful demon kings in the middle of an endless rainforest, who possess various abilities, and rarely appear in the human world. When they do appear, they assimilate with mankind while seeking to break through realms. On to the next novel, we have. The book, Life Hunter, is about a legendary man named Remain Blade who is feared by all. An old god tells him he has been killed by mistake and offers him a chance to start a new life with a younger body in a place where fantasies are reality. The story follows the most legendary human, who people call the Kind Demon. The reviewer gave it a rating of 82. On to the next novel, we have. The article discusses the Big Bang Theory and how it was accepted by most people except for religious fanatics. The author introduces the idea of a second Big Bang that is about to begin and questions if gods truly do not exist in this universe. The article is titled, The Ascension Age, and the reviewer gave it a rating of 78. On to the next novel, we have. The title of the text is, My Augmented Statuses Have Unlimited Duration. Zhang Li gains various statuses that have infinite durations, such as Satiety, which restores 1 stamina per minute, and Armored Horse Divine Travel, which increases his movement speed by 1000%. He only needs one pill for the statuses to take effect for the rest of his life. This allows him to comprehend the Tao every day and makes even crippling secret techniques powerful and amazing. Zhang Li is portrayed as a Prince Charming who can turn an instant into eternity. On to the next novel, we have The Academys Barbarian is a story about a warrior from a barbarian tribe who enters Arson Academy, the best educational institution on the continent known for nurturing many talented people. I gave it a rating of 84. On to the next novel, we have The story is called A Journey of Black and Red and is rated 80. It is about a person who wakes up in chains and is thirsty and explores the world of vampires. The author portrays vampires with their strengths and weaknesses and their humanity and beastly nature. That's the end of this video. I will see you soon in the next video. Happy reading.